Hey YouTube, it's your girl Sanaya. Welcome back to another video. Hi everyone, how are you doing? I'm doing great. I hope you're doing amazing. When I'm saying amazing, I'm saying amazing. If you don't know who I am, you can go back to my other videos to go get a little bit of reading on me and who I am. And that's gonna tell you who I am. You feel me? Get with the program. If you ain't with the program, then you need to go see what's up. Because I'm not about to tell everything in this one video. No, there's parts to it. It's steps to it. It's levels to this shit. Today we're gonna be talking about one of my relationships I had in the past, and it was a controlling relationship about the person wanting to take in control of everything I'm doing. So we want to talk about that because I noticed a lot of men try to control a woman, and we need to stop letting these niggas have so much power over us and thinking they have so much power over us, and they don't. I'm trying to tell you, they don't. If you know you and a person meant to be, you're gonna have a soft spot for that person automatically, right? But if a nigga is trying to do the most and try to control you, you're just gonna give off like you're doing too much. Slow your roll. So we about to get into that story because it's sweet. It's some sweet. I've been waiting to post this. I ain't gonna lie. So we gonna get into it, okay? This started when a year before we connected, okay? So it all started at this girl I used to be cool with. She had a hotel party. It was her friends, and she had her boyfriend there too, and she also had her best friend. The girls that she brung automatically, we all knew. The boyfriend ended up bringing two of his friends. The best friend of the birthday girl wanted to bring her boyfriend and his friends. They had a thing where it was like the best friend and the birthday girl was like going at it because the boyfriend, I guess, really wasn't fucking with them for real. She was saying it was out of respect, which I get, but the best friend didn't care. She was being rude, and I just felt like, you know, it was kind of crazy that you did do that, and I felt like she only did that because she wanted from him. It gave like disrespect, because if it was my birthday, right, and I got a nigga or I got a man and you're my best friend and you know that they beefing, like why would y'all do that? You know what I'm saying? But it's getting juicy, so I'm here for it. Like right, we all chilling, we all having fun. The best friend man came, right, and he came with his friends. We all was smoking in the bathroom, and you know, we all just vibing or whatever. It was like a animosity or whatever going on in the room. The best friend boyfriend wanted to fight somebody. All the niggas went outside trolling, like, oh, we don't beef, this and that and the third, you know, whatever. This nigga named Makai, right, he kept staring at me, right, and I'm like, what are you saying at, right? Remind you, right, it was two of his friends of the best friend boyfriend. It was two of his friends wanted me. Yeah, I was spilling the beans today. Yeah, it was Kyrie and it was Makai, right? I'm just vibing or whatever, but my eyes is on Makai for some reason. I don't know. We ended up going outside of the room to talk or whatever like that, and he was like overly doing too much. It's like, I just met you and you putting me up on a wall. What the fuck? Like, what are you doing? Like, I just know you do this shit on a regular basis, because ain't no fucking way. After that, I was texting him after, and I was living at my uncle's house around that time. So when we was texting or whatever, he used to be on some shit like, oh, I'll call you back. When a nigga be like, oh, I'll call you back, this and that, there, ladies, he's texting another bitch. He's on the phone with another bitch. Just know that. Clock that. You ain't the only one, bitch, okay? And at that time, he was working at McDonald's. But me, I'm not the type of person where I'm like criticizing a person because they work at a fast food place, because I worked at a fast food place. Like, you know what I'm saying? We all probably want to get that experience. He was working there, and his birthday was coming up. He invited me to his birthday party, whatever. I'm like, okay, cool. I ended up going. My uncle ended up taking me there. His sister was there, girls was there, and his mans was there. But the only thing that caught me off red-handed was his fucking ex was there, right? Remind you, we not dating, but it gave like, you want to be in my face, you want to fuck with me, but you have your ex at your birthday bash, and it's so called, oh, we just cool, we just cool, this and then the third. Bitch, you trying to play in my fucking face? So I'm like, okay, cool, chill, cool, chill. I end up spending the night, I end up sleeping in the bed with him, right? I think like a couple days later, I just ghost him. Because it was like the actions wasn't matching up with what you're saying. It's not giving. So I stopped talking to him. Yes, I sure did stop talking to him. Like a couple months go by, and he ended up texting me November, not this year, no, not last year, but the year before that. So he ended up texting me on TikTok, and he was like, oh, how are you doing? I was doing like skits and stuff like that on Instagram, so he would see. So he was like, oh, I see what you're doing. He was like, I haven't talked to you in a minute, let me take you out to eat, this and that. And I'm just like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck it. I was like low-key like hesitating, because I'm like, But the only thing that made me put my guard down with him, because I knew him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I knew him. I went to his birthday bash. I met him 2 times. So you know what I'm saying? So it's like, maybe I should give him a chance. You feel me? I was sparing him. I was sparing it. You feel me? Once you fuck up, bitch, is done. A couple days later, he was supposed to go to a birthday bash of his friends. His friends was being weird, like, oh, y'all can't come, it's just for us, this and that third. So an attitude with them. Before he was about to leave, engine started acting crazy. Around that time, he didn't work at McDonald's anymore. He was plumbing for his uncle's company. He became a plumber, and he was in school for being a plumber. He had an SUV that his uncle gave him to borrow so he could get to where he needs to be. So that ended up happening, right? So like I said, I'm so nice and so real to the point where I could have been that type of person where I could have left the nigga, left him and went the fuck home. I stayed overnight in the SUV with him. That's why I said, y'all females, choose yourself sometimes. Sometimes y'all gotta have your boundaries up and standards up, because these niggas think that when you start to be nice to them, they can just do certain shit and they gonna get away with it. No. After that, we started hanging out more, and he used to like buy me food. I'm just like, okay, cool, you know what I'm saying? We used to just hang out with each other. I ain't gonna lie, he used to sneak me in, but I didn't low-key like fuck with it for real. So like I low-key wanted to meet his mom, but I was like on his time, right? So one time, right, we was drunk and we was supposed to go to the house, right? And we ended up falling asleep in the car. And his mom seen that his car was, I think, on, or his light was on. So she came to the car and she was like, Makai, what are you doing? Go in the house. He was like, why you got that girl sleeping in the car like da-da-da? She was like, she could sleep on the couch. And remind you, he was drunk. So I low-key should have saw the red flag and left. But when he was off the liquor, he didn't know how to control himself. Like, he was spazzing out his mom. He was having an attitude with me. And I'm just like, what the fuck did we do to you? You crazy motherfucker. He's spazzing out like, bruh, what are you doing? What? And he's mad because his mom introduced herself to me. He mad that I met his mom because of what he did. So I was like, what? And his mom was like, you got issues. Like, you got issues. Like, it was low-key funny because it's like, you're tripping for what? Like, you drunk as fuck. You don't even know how to control your liquor. Like I said, I'm sparing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sparing it. I'm like, I'm gonna give you another chance. Let me give you another chance, right? He was a smoker. And I ain't gonna lie, I was a smoker too. So it was nothing wrong with that. But it was to the point where me, it's like, I always wanted to stop smoking. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if I wanted to stop smoking, I can't be around with people that smoke on a daily basis. Like, you know, I don't know how people do it. Like, if you want to smoke away. It was to the point where he wanted to always get weed. He always wanted to smoke every fucking 20 minutes. Smoke. He can't live without smoking. No. It just got to a point, you know what I'm saying? Even when I met his older woman, right? Because this girl, they used to say like, oh, let's go to Shar house. Let's go to Shar house. So I'm like, who is Shar? And they was like, oh, this is this 40-year-old woman that we go to her house near our house, and we go in there and we smoke and shit like that, and drink. And I'm just like, 40-year-old, you feel me? And even the mother didn't like that, the fact that they was cool with a 40-year-old, because it's kind of weird, you know what I'm saying? Like, she don't look like she's 40. I'm not gonna lie, she don't look like she's 40, but she's 40 years old. What does she want to do with a 20-year-old? You know what I'm saying? So it just gave weird, but she was cool peoples at first. I ain't gonna lie, at first. But check this out, right? As time go by, I think she was fucking with the kid. I ain't gonna lie, I think she was fucking with me, right? But then when me and him started to be rocky on a relationship, I guess he used to come back to her and tell her the business or whatever was going on. I ain't gonna lie, I used to have to stand up for myself too, because I'm just like, I do fuck with him, but it's the stuff that he do. And I used to like tell her that. She had that to the point where it's like, she want to be in everybody's business, she talk about everybody, she two-faced as fuck. One minute you're agreeing with somebody, I'm agreeing with you, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, what, girl, goodbye. So as time go by with me and him just start arguing. He used to try to get me mad on purpose, to like oh, she's this, she's that, like, you doing too much, or why are you doing this? But you know exactly what you're doing. There's times where I want to stay home, but he's calling me, oh, come over tonight, come over tonight, come over tonight, come over tonight. And I sacrifice myself to be with him 24/7. And it was to the point where I'm like, we doing all this, let's go to the gym. Like what the fuck, like, what are we doing? I started getting to the gym, but it was to the point where it was like, he couldn't even be consistent with the gym at all. And my thing is like, I wanted to do the gym to be consistent, and I didn't have a car at that time, you know what I'm saying? So I had no choice to rely on him. But it's the fact that I can't even keep up with anything that's going on, with meaning like, you know, weights or like the food taken and stuff like that, because I'm missing days because of you. If you couldn't do nothing, say that the first time. Don't try to just do something to make me feel like that's going to keep her around. So I'm like, oh, we're going to the gym. You're like, oh, not today, I'm tired, I did this and that, third, right? So I'm like, okay, whatever. But I used to like low-key live with old boy. I ain't gonna lie, I used to come like there 24/7. I used to wash his dishes even when he didn't want to wash the dishes. And there were some times where he tried to demand me washing dishes. And his sister one day was like, you don't gotta wash his dishes, like, he could wash his own dishes. Like, if you're not his wife, you don't gotta wash his dishes. Like, but out of respect, and because I was staying there, and boy, like, if you don't get dishes, I was helping him do certain things around the house. Even when his mom was sick, I helped him go to the store and get teas for his mother, and he wasn't serving it, he wasn't doing it. Guess who was doing it? Me. Yeah, not him. Me. I was making her the tea, and I was handing it to her and everything, wishing her to get better and everything. Like, I had respect for everyone. Even the sister worked at McDonald's too, and he ended up giving me a job at McDonald's, and I was grateful for that. But you know what I'm saying? I didn't have a job and I need money in my pocket, right? And I didn't have a car, so my thing was like, if I do get a car, I want to have money to provide. Time go by, I noticed one day I saw a message in his phone, right? The sister was like, oh, all that childish stuff that she's doing, I don't like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's doing too much, it's not a third, whatever. She said something like that. And she said something like that. I forgot exactly what she said, but she said something like that, right? So I'm asking, like, why are you talking about me to your sister? She's not in our relationship. First of all, she shouldn't have no to say in anything. I don't care who they are. I'm saying they shouldn't have no parts in our relationship. Anybody. Our relationship should just be me and you. You shouldn't be writing your mother, your cousin, your sister, nothing. And when she did say something about me, you should have shut shit down. But you're going to talk about me to your sister. How I confirmed it too is when the sister started acting weird at the job. She was being weird too, like she was being low-key weird. Like, she'll see me but she wouldn't say hi at first, and then if I'm looking at her or something like that, she'll say hi, or she'll walk around like she the shit because she feels some type of way about me and my light, you know what I'm saying? So like, I feel like she was intimidated low-key, I'm not gonna lie, but I low-key felt a shift with her energy. And remind you, she used to come around and like, oh, don't get pregnant, you know, don't do this, don't do that, wear a condom, y'all don't need to be doing this, y'all don't need to be doing that, right? And Makai, which is the nigga I was fucking with, he had a friend that was in a complex that he'd been cool with for a long time, and they was low-key fucking with each other. They was best friends, but they low-key was fucking with each other on a love, but they just didn't want to come out. Y'all, a month or two later, found out she was pregnant. I said, all that shit that you was trying to come to me about, right? And you got pregnant by someone that has a felony, that can't really get a job like that before. I don't know his life now, but when I was around, he didn't have a job, he lost his car, everything. No offense to whom, God bless him, but I'm just saying, you got pregnant by someone that couldn't, you knew he couldn't provide or be the man for that child. Then just gave, like, you was talking all that stuff, and now look at you. You're pregnant. A baby is a blessing, not gonna lie, but I'm just saying, you spoke too soon. You see how that is? When you speak too soon and you think you know it all, and you have people in your mouth that shouldn't be in your mouth. Yeah, that's what happened. So that's when I started acting accordingly with her. She not gonna say hi to me, I ain't gonna say hi to her. There was one time when I came into work, but she was already on work, but she was on break. So I came in, I act like I ain't see her. Sure did, walk past, act like I ain't see her. I'm getting my stuff ready, you know, and I'm going to work, and I'll go back in the back to the back, and I come back and she's sitting at the table, but I'm coming from the back. And then she's staring at me. She like this. She has her head up, and she like, and I'm like, that's all I did, because I picked up on the energy. Like, I pick up on energies. If the energy is weird, if the energy don't feel right, I'm just gonna already know it's not solid. You feel me? I don't care who you is. Me and Makai, me and him kept bumping heads, because it was just one time. He would tell me to come to his house, right? And he would go to work in the morning. And I will stay at his house. Well, mind you, I wouldn't mind staying at his house, but there was times where I stayed at his house. He'll leave me at his house for hours. And I would tell him, like, what are you doing? Why are you staying? Like, why am I here for all this long? So he'll try to cover up, like, oh, I'll buy you food, I'll bring you back food, this and that and the third, trying to bribe me to stay at his house. You know what I'm saying? There was times where I'm at home and he's at home, and he's like, come to my house, you can spend the night. I come, and this is the time I didn't have no car. Mind you, I didn't have no car around this time. I came to his house. His mother was in there. His mother was out, right? I'm banging on the door. Y'all, you know what happened? He fell asleep. And he did not answer the door. Y'all don't know how heartbroken I was. You don't know how mistreated I felt. You don't know how I felt that night. Because I'm just like, yo, you told me to come to your house for this bullshit? He didn't open the door until 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, y'all. I had to stay on his stairs. I had to stay on this nigga's stairs. I'm being loud the whole night, trying to knock the door. Like, he can't answer, he can't hear. And it's fucked up that you even went to sleep knowing that I was on my way. When he opened the door, he's like, oh, I'm so sorry, son. I didn't know.
Really, nigga?
Yeah, I was so disappointed. I was just so disappointed. I'm like, yo, this nigga is a fucking bitch. And remind you, he was out of a car. He used to be in his SUV. But then I ended up getting a car. Once I started having my own car, I used to want to do certain things on myself. You feel me? Like, I don't have to rely on you. And plus, I never really wanted to. You feel me? You wanted me to come with you 24/7. You call my phone and hang out with me 24/7, this and that and the third. But when I got my own car and I have the time to hang out with myself, then you want to feel some type of way. So when I got a car, he kept saying, oh, now that you got a car, you acting weird. Like, he used to spread that around to his friends, his mother, whatever. You being weird, this and that and the third. You really mad and depressed because I got a car so I don't have to rely on you? He wanted to control over me. There was times where we went to Shar House, right? And his mans will be there, and his mans will like fuck with me. Like, I ain't gonna lie, they was fucking with the kid. Like, you feel me? I'm not gonna say fuck with me like that, but they was fucking with the kid. You know what I'm saying? I would talk my shit. I had good energy. You feel me? They never see me on no bad energy unless that nigga was doing some weird shit and I had to put him on blast, or I'm talking my 2 cents. That's me. You feel me? I'm real as fuck. So when we at Shar House, if I'm talking my 2 cents, this is what he do. You know how a face when a person make when they trying to intimidate you? So he would do this. Nigga, shut the fuck up, nigga.
nasty as shit, my nigga. Ain't nobody give a fuck what you talking about, my nigga. What's your dumb ass?
Yo, when I tell you, he used to do that shit like he's scaring something. Like, bitch, you was a bitch. I'll smack the dog shit at you. Real shit. You better be lucky that's not, I'm not gonna do that though. But he thought he was intimidating me. He thought he could scare me. You thought you was something, bitch?
Even if you get mad, even if you get offended, so what you gonna do? Cause I guarantee you, you can't beat me up.
In my head, I'm just like, yo, who does this nigga think you ain't intimidating nobody. Nobody ain't scared of you. The fuck? The fuck is you talking about? So the niggas wanted to come around more often. I don't know why, but they come hang out with him more. Smoke or whatever, come around and stuff like that. And I used to smoke too, so I used to smoke. And it was this one time where we were supposed to go out to smoke. All his mans were in the front of the house. And he's near the door and I'm right here, right? So I'm saying hi to the friends, like, oh, what's up? They're like, oh, how you doing? And you got Makai, like, back up, bro, like trying to close the door so they can't talk to me, or trying to close the door so I won't get no attention. Yeah, that nigga was jealous. That nigga's a jelly. You's a jelly, buddy. You's a jealous nigga, okay? That little one's sweet, huh? He had to hide me from his fucking friends. That's how jealous the nigga was. I'm like, what the fuck? Shit getting crazy, I ain't gonna lie. So it was this one time, right? I think his man's calling him and was like, oh, I don't know if it was a text message or his friends was like, oh, I'm in a group chat. Like, he was in a group chat with niggas and bitches, right? And his man's was basically saying like, oh, we in a group chat, this and that, third with other girls. Like, in my head, I'm just like, what? You know what I'm saying? But I'm not really saying shit, you know what I'm saying? But I was starting to peep the vibe. He used to act aggressive to me all of a sudden. He used to dismiss me. He used to leave me. And his mom was like, why are you doing this? Like, he used to argue with his mom in front of me. And his mom was like, no girl is not gonna like no man that argue with his mom, especially in front of him. Like, he didn't have no self-control. He used to argue with his mom about washing the dishes and stuff like that, which I can understand about that, because his mom was like making dishes and, you know, expecting him to do all the chores every day, and he did have to come home to it because I guess he lives in the house, you know what I'm saying? He grown as hell. He was like 21, 20, something like that. So shit, I understand, especially if you're not paying no rent. I understand, you feel me? That's why I was there to help him and stuff like that, but he was not appreciating the help that I was giving him. And then he started getting mad when I had my own car, so I can go to places by myself. So he thought, oh, that I had my own car, oh, we're gonna go in your car, we're gonna fuck up your car, we're gonna do this in your car, we're gonna drive your car, this and that, and they're like, it ain't that. It's not that, boo. I don't know what you thought you was getting yourself into, but as time go by, me and him was arguing 24/7. Like, when I say it starts to get bad, it starts to get bad, y'all. It was petty arguments. It wasn't even real arguments for real. So that's why I'm just like, yo, nah, we're not doing this. He used to be very controlling, thinking he control everything because he got money, because he got a good job, because of this and that and third. But yeah, you got all that money, but you don't got no identity. You don't have a character underneath that. You don't know who the fuck you is underneath that. Let's be for real. But you worrying about me and what I got going on, what, like, so we used to go around Shar House, you know. Shar House was always the crib to go to when you want to smoke, chill, this and that, third. So there was times where I'm like, nah, I don't want to go. I ain't gonna lie, I don't want to go, because I felt the energy off. So it was one time, right, we end up saying that we broke up, but we were still cool. So one time we both popped up at Shar House, and her energy just tells it all. Like, they've been talking about me, because when I came in, she was surprised that I was there, and she had like ignorant present, like, what happened? Like, I thought y'all did this, I thought y'all did that, and this and that and the third. Like, it felt like she was aggravated, and I'm like, this bitch. Like I said, that back then, they didn't know who the fuck I was. Yeah, I picked up on energy. Yeah, I read people's mind. Yeah, I read people's body language. Yeah. It was one time, right? He was going to Jamaica for a wedding. And before he went to Jamaica, he went to the mall. He wanted to meet me. But all we did is get some food and smoke. Like, that's all the fuck we was doing. We only went on 2 dates. out of the whole fucking relationship. It was no date night. It was no nothing with like without substance or nothing. It's just always fucking a drink or a fucking smoke. Like I started to pick up like he was doing something behind my back. Like he had to be cheating, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. In my head, I'm like, yo, he gotta be cheating. No doubt about it. And I didn't tell him. You know why? I'm just like, he ain't gonna see this one coming. What happened was he went on Jamaica trip, right? The nigga did not text me his whole trip, and I didn't text him his whole trip. No, the fuck I didn't. If you really cared about me, like you said you would, and you said you did, you would have texted me. But no, you ain't text me at all. And he came back, right? When he came back, he texted me like, oh, I want to see you. Why you ain't text me? Why you ain't check up on me? No. Don't say all that now. Nah. So he texted me, I want to see you. I want to see you. Nope. I don't want to see you. So when he started to pick up that I wasn't really fucking with him no more, he started to go crazy. So he used to text me, call me every day, like, what's going on? Like, you know, I want to be with you, you know. You gonna make me cry. I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do this. Bitch, do it. I don't give a fuck. I really don't give a fuck no more. Cause you playing on my top, and you think I'm dumb. Let me show. I'm gonna show you who really dumb.
Gotcha.
All right, that's what we gonna do. I ain't gonna lie. I started talking to this nigga. I started talking to another nigga because I'm like, I don't care. You thought I didn't know you was fucking with other bitches? So I'm gonna show you who really the fool is, right?
Hey, hold on, this shit ain't funny. It ain't funny, but it is.
One time he ended up pulling up to my house, right? And I was coming back from work. So that means he was waiting. He parked up at my house and he waited for me to come to my house. He waited for me to get out of my car and everything, y'all. It was so funny, bro. And he was like, yo, Sanaya, please. I'm like, my God, move. And remind you, I'm on the phone with with the nigga, right? So he's like, bro, what are you doing? So he snapped my fucking phone out my hand, and my phone fell on the dirt. And then he picked up the phone and he was like, oh, who this nigga? He was like, oh, I know this nigga. I know exactly where you work. This and that and the third. I'm just like he don't even work there. I'm like, Makai, go ahead. I don't want to be with you no more. Like, I don't care. So he's being loud in the neighborhood. He's going out of control. He's just like, bro, I don't care. I don't know. He calling me out my name, this and the third, right? So he gets mad and he pulls off, right? Cool. At that time, my mom locked me out, so I couldn't even get into the house. He came back around, right? And when I was going to my car, I see him trying to fuck up my car. He brought something out his car, right? Like, look, it looked like a long stick, right? He brought it and he started to, I think, pop my tires or fuck up my front of my car. I said, nigga, you better get yo. He knew how mad I can get. Once I seen him, yo, when I tell you he ran in his motherfucking car, he's hard the fuck ass. I ain't gonna lie, he was hard the fuck ass. And I said, okay, cool. I said, he got me fucked up, right? So I pulled out, right? And he was still there. So he was trying to follow me. So my ass drove my car fast as hell, right? And to a complex near his complex, right? And he's calling me. He's keep calling me on the way. He's keep calling, but I start past him like he don't know where the fuck I went because I dodged his ass. My ass was hauling ass in the fucking car. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Why the fuck you chasing me down the fucking street for like that, like a maniac? If I just told you I don't want to be with you. He called me like, Sanaya, something happened to my car. This guy in the car accident. Can you come to? My heart was telling me yes and no, but my head was telling me no, Sanaya, don't go fuck back. Don't fall for it. And I didn't fall for it. I said, I ain't gonna lie, Makai. I can't do it no more. Sorry. I'm done. Pew. Pew. That's exactly what I did. After that day, never spoke to him a day in my life again. I did see him one time after the breakup. It was at the same gym that we was, but once I seen him, I was finishing up my workout and I left. And I was still going back to the gym. That nigga never showed up to the gym ever again once he seen me. made his ass duck, made his ass hide for a second. This ain't hide and seek, nigga. Here's the plot twist, right? The wedding that they went to in Jamaica, my mom was in Jamaica too to go on vacation, but she also went to the wedding too, I believe. I'm not sure it was a wedding or it was a thing that happened, a party that happened. I don't know, but my mom and his mom were friends on Facebook. His mom goes and tell my mom, because he told his mom this. He told his mom that I was fucking with a nigga, an older nigga in McDonald's, and how I switched up on him once I got my car. He was saying all these lies to his mother. So his mother went back and told my mom, and my mom came to me. She was like, why you break up with that boy? She said he was crying to his mother, saying that you changed when you got his car and you was messing with an older guy in McDonald's. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I said, what? I said, this nigga's a joke and he's a fucking liar. So he went back and tried to flip the script on motherfuckers. I said, what? I said, the nigga that I'm fucking with actually is 20. And I stopped talking to him because he was doing shit behind my back and he thought I didn't know. And not only that, he was mad and trying to control me because I had my own car and because he couldn't control me. And yeah, let's put it like that. And my mom's like, oh, you should go back with him. Bitch, no. After that, I'm just like, I said, once he lied, ain't no going back. It was no going back regardless anyway, because once I leave a person for good, they ain't no coming back. I already did that, going back to an ex and shit like that once they fuck up, and they just show me why I shouldn't have ever went back. So that's why I don't go back. You fucked up once, you ain't getting me twice. And so he tried to go around the hometown and try to create false things about me, saying, oh, I'm this type of person, I'm this type of person, but you don't want to tell them how I was actually there for you. You don't want to tell them that though. We gonna speak the truth right here. I don't know what y'all do, y'all fake masks on, all that lying, all that deceitful shit. It ain't going around here. If you thought you can come up against me by just doing shit, by just saying shit that doesn't even belong in my character, yeah, you get karma for that. That should just tell y'all, don't let these niggas control you. Y'all have a mind of your own. You set boundaries, and if they don't respect your boundaries, leave them where they fucking at. Simple as that. Don't give into anything because they buying you food, because they buying you clothes, because they doing this. Nuh-uh. Let them show you who they are. Wait a little bit to show you who they really are, because these niggas want to fake it and they want to use money to satisfy a person. Money don't mean nothing to me. Yeah, you can have money. Yeah, I would want a nigga to have money. Yeah, but if you think just flashing money in my face, thinking I'm not one of those girls. I'm not one of those. I don't know how y'all other girls be, but I'm not one of those girls. I actually like a person for they heart, they mind, not for what they got in their pants or for no money. Let's just put it like that. That's what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. Like, maybe it's 2025. Change the script, you feel me? Because there's a lot of shit that's going on in this world and y'all think it's a game. Protect yourself from anybody. They think they can control something the whole time. You don't even know how to control your damn self, so why the fuck do you think you can control me? This is the end of the video. If y'all like my stories, please like, comment, subscribe, turn your post notification on. I will see y'all in the next video. The next video is gonna be a banger, and stay tuned. Love y'all.